Welcome to Traveler's Tales. I am your host, Greg Alonzo. Today I will be your guide through history as we take a look at the mythical kingdom of Lyonesse. Moving right along, mythology tells us one thing, while archaeology tells us another. Did the kingdom of Lyonesse actually exist? How and why was this mythical kingdom destroyed? Where can the ruins of Lyonesse be found? Today we will answer these questions as we take a look at the legendary land that has been lost to history. Lyonesse is a kingdom which, according to legend, consisted of a long strand of land stretching from Land's End at the southwestern tip of Cornwall to the Isles of Scilly. These islands are located in the Celtic portion of the Atlantic Ocean. It was considered lost after being swallowed by the ocean in a single night. The people of Lyonesse allegedly lived in what were described as fair towns. It was believed that there were over 140 churches and the farmers worked in fertile low-lying plains. Lyonesse's most significant attraction was a castle-like cathedral that was presumably built on top of what is now the Seven Stones Reef. It is some 18 miles or 29 kilometers west of the Land's End and 8 miles or 13 kilometers northeast of the Isles of Scilly. Lyonesse is also mentioned in the Arthurian legends, specifically in the tragic love and loss story of Tristan and Isolde. It was the home of Tristan, who was one of the knights of the Round Table. Tristan's father, Meliodas, was also the king of Lyonesse. After the death of Meliodas, Tristan became the heir of Lyonesse. He was never to take up his inheritance because the land sank beneath the sea. This catastrophe happened while he was away at his uncle King Mark's court in Cornwall. According to one legend, the people of Lyonesse had committed a crime so terrible that God took his revenge against them and their kingdom. The exact nature of the crime was never specified, but the legend tells of a horrific storm that occurred over the course of a single night. This resulted in an enormous wave that swallowed the kingdom. In the stories of the medieval Arthur legends, no references are made to the sinking of Lyonesse. This is because this name originally referred to a still existing place. In the Arthurian tales, Lyonesse is a kingdom closely associated with the Cornish region. However, its exact geographical location was never clearly specified. Alfred Lord Tennyson's Arthurian epic, Idylls of the King, describes Lyonesse as the site of the final battle between Arthur and Mordred, the king's nephew and illegitimate son. It is interesting to note that in Tennyson's work he references Lyonesse's rising and subsequent return to the ocean. The legend of the sunken kingdom appears in Cornish, Breton, and Welsh mythologies. In Christian times, it came to be believed as a sort of Cornish Sodom and Gomorrah. The example being made was that of divine wrath was provoked by unvirtuous living. In Cornwall, tradition has it that one man by the name of Trevelyan escaped the storm riding a white horse. Apparently, the horse lost one of its shoes during the escape. This tale has been linked to Cornish families who have 3 horseshoes as part of their family crest. One family in particular goes by the name Vivienne and is one of Cornwall's oldest families. They also have a crest of a white horse and claim to be descendants of the sole survivor. According to the Vivienne family, Trevelyan was the last governor of Lyonesse before it was swallowed up by the sea. The Breton parallel concludes that the people were drowned due to their debauchery. However, there was one lone survivor. He was the virtuous king Gradlon, who escapes on a horse. This semi-legendary king became the hero of many Breton folk tales. According to the Welsh legend, the kingdom was drowned due to the drunken negligence of its prince, who allowed the sea to sweep through its floodgates. Today, many myths and legends continue to arise about Lyonesse without any physical evidence. Many local fishermen claim that on calm days, one can still hear the bells of the many churches softly ringing in the seas off the west Cornish coast. What do you think? Does Lyonesse still exist, yet lost somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean? Or does it only exist in Celtic tales? This brings us to the end of the mythical kingdom of Lyonesse. Thank you for joining us for this edition of Traveler's Tales. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Traveler's Tales. This really is the best way to help our channel grow. Until we meet again at the crossroads of folklore and fact, Kartistos.